Weather with Chief Meteorologist Jamie Warner.
All right, we're going to kick things off with a live look outside right now in northeast Oklahoma, down in Miami, where we have mostly clear skies. Now, this is on the southwest edge of where we have some low-level cloudiness spreading in from the northwest, and we're sampling some of that. We're also sampling some of that sunset, and as that sun cuts underneath that deck of low cloudiness, that's making for a pretty scene off to the west right now. Temperatures are sliding back into the upper 40s after sneaking into the low 50s earlier this afternoon. Here's that area of cloudiness generally along and north of I-44. As I said earlier, we're looking at a little green on the map there. That means that radar is picking up some precipitation, but this is higher up in the atmosphere. There's a fairly dry layer of air near the surface, so it's questionable whether or not really much, if any of that, is actually reaching the surface, and really not expecting anything this evening as that wave of clouds moves across the area. So here's our hour-by-hour forecast. Overnight tonight, again, a period of cloudiness this evening, but by 9 o'clock you can see clouds are shifting east of Springfield, and by midnight we should see those clouds moving east of the Ozarks. Tomorrow morning, waking up to sunny skies across the area, and we'll find that throughout the day on Tuesday. Maybe a little bit of high cloudiness trying to sneak into our northern counties, but generally tomorrow looks every bit as nice as today was, and temperatures are going to be very similar too, topping out in the low 50s. So after a chilly night tonight, with readings dipping into the upper 20s and low 30s, we'll see afternoon highs tomorrow ranging from the low 50s to the west to near 50 to the northeast. Looks like about 49 in Raleigh, about 52 I think here in Springfield. Winds out of the west at 5 to 15 miles per hour. Now Wednesday looks even nicer. It looks mostly sunny. It does look breezy, but temperatures are going to get close to 60 during the afternoon. That is going to be the last nice day this week because we've got a unsettled weather pattern which is going to be setting up by the end of this week. It features a trough in the western U.S. That's leading to a unusually warm air mass across the eastern United States. Plus, with this trough, we're going to find some cold air trying to settle into the western U.S. This is going to set up a big contrast. And that contrast between the cold air mass and the warm air mass is a favored zone for storm development. And it looks like we're going to see a cold front approaching the area on Thursday. Moisture is going to be surging north to meet that front. That's going to lead to cloudy skies on Thursday and an increasing chance for showers by Thursday afternoon that'll spill over into Thursday evening. I think that round of rain doesn't look terribly heavy. Temperatures look pretty mild for early January, topping out in the 50s again. And then it looks like on Friday, that's when things start to get interesting because we're going to still find ourselves south of that frontal boundary, and a wave of low pressure is going to develop on the front and then move northeast across the area. And I remember, if you remember back to weather forecast last week, I was talking about this upcoming pattern and watching that storm track closely because it looks like that storm track is going to be far enough north now so that some instability is going to try to sneak into southeast Missouri and across north central and northeast Arkansas. Now, I think with this pattern, we're probably going to find some severe weather to the south along with the threat of heavy rainfall. And it looks like we're going to sample some of that heavy rain threat here locally and could see some isolated severe weather as well locally, especially south of the interstate. Also, cold's going to be coming in behind this storm. And with the core of the upper level storm moving through on Saturday, that could make things interesting then for some wintry weather. In terms of the heavy rain threat, looks like a 1 to 2 inch rainfall from Thursday through Saturday across areas to the northwest, with areas to the southeast looking at a general 2 to 4 inches. But there could be some locally higher totals in there. So this is what we're dealing with. A heavy rain threat that could lead to a flooding threat. A lot of that rain's going to fall, I think, Friday afternoon into Friday night. Friday evening, late afternoon into the evening hours, we're going to have to watch out for an isolated severe weather risk south of the interstate primarily. This is Friday evening, and then cold air is going to be surging into the area by Saturday morning. And depending on how organized that storm is, we could find a wave of precipitation move through on Saturday that could come in the form of a wintry mix. So lots of moving parts there with this storm coming up later this week. After that storm, we should be back to sunshine by Sunday. Chilly day on Sunday, especially if there's any wintry weather on Saturday, but temperatures should be returning back into the low 50s by Monday.
Quite the mixed bag that we have coming up this week.
Yeah.
All right, what's our viewers club number?
That number tonight, 232-206, and our jackpot is $300.
All right, Jamie, thank you. Still ahead, U.S. health officials are sending out a dire